unwanted pregnancies.
Mm-hmm.
If you knew how not to get pregnant the natural way.
So there's a big issue coming up right now, abortion. All right.
So what's the issue about?
A certain age.
Call Ida.
I know. She'll break it down.
Tell her to. She'll put it on speakerphone.
I want to. Yeah.
Hi, I was just thinking about you.
Hey, Ida. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine. I have some people here, and I can't break down the issue like you can. The abortion issue on the ballot.
Television podcast.
Oh,
And so we're on the podcast, and I can't break it down like you do. And Roderick was like, call Ida. And I was like, I know, because she breaks it down so well. So go ahead.
okay. So, the real issue on the ballot is, should you amend the state constitution to give the state the rights to make determinations about people's bodies, including abortion? Totally believe that we must find a place, because I have 4 children, and I know what happens inside of your body. I know how early movement starts.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to tell another woman that she cannot have access to abortion. But I think as a community, as human beings, we must determine where is that place, and it cannot be a ground zero when she gets pregnant. No one should be forced to go through a pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be. That's why you bring in the science and medical community, and you don't let senators and representatives make that decision for you.
Right.
It should be between a woman, her family, and her medical professional.
Okay. A child is involved here. Like, we do
That's
focus.
what she said. It should be some type of.
It should. Absolutely.
But not. She's saying, but not at conception.
But not at conception.
Conception. Because conception is conception, and you are not cradling a child. You are not. There's absolutely nothing you can do tomorrow if I take the morning after pill to that would be a life. So prior to the new Supreme Court decision, there were measures put there, and they even allowed states to make those measures based on committees set up with medical professionals there. But I'm afraid that issue 1 will remove all of that. They're even saying, even in incidents of rape, even in incidents of, this child is going to be born with Pat's disease.
With what?
A disease, a disease that kills you, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And while you are alive, you will live in excruciating pain.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's between a woman, her mate, and their physician.
Yeah, I do too. I mean,
so where does it stop? If for us, where does it stop for if the doctor says you have a high chance, a high risk, and you have which means you have a high chance of not either baby not living or you not living. I can't make the choice of having an abortion.
If this was Miss Ida, right?
I'm listening.
All right. So I want to make you queen for a day. And how would you deal with abortion on just a couple of levels? One level is, how many abortions would one woman be legally allowed to have? And the time frame of her being pregnant. How far into the pregnancy would you allow her to still have an abortion?
Well, I'm going to go with the medical professionals. They are saying 12 weeks. That was the law of the land prior to the Supreme Court decision. And now we're saying there is no measure. Now we're forcing 10-year-olds to leave our state, to go to another state, to get an abortion from a rape. Because you can only rape a 10-year-old. She cannot give you permission.
I don't know if we should be using
that's what's on the ballot.
I understand that. So the ballot should be struck down, but they need to come back, because that's the problem. They're putting in these extreme, crazy extreme, and then they're using that as an example of why something should be the way that it is. But 39% of abortions are given to black people.
Who said that? Who said? Where's he getting his
According to-
information
These are
from?
statistics.
According to-
Okay, well then don't believe it then.
I'm
You don't.
saying-
You're not
Because-
forced to.
because
Be,
mine-
you're not forced to believe it. But we know that
It's gotta be
people are we.
according
Okay, well don't believe it. Listen, you don't have to believe it. But what I'm trying to tell you is this: people who are having abortions, it's normally because they cannot afford to take care of a child, and
Or
they
have an
use.
abortion.
But yes, but to have an abortion is much cheaper than paying for a child for 18 years. What are you
Listen.
saying though?
Or may I suggest simply don't want to be a mother at this time?
Well, where's the personal responsibility to stop having sex then? What about that?
We get that.
No, stop
We don't
having
disagree.
sex.
We don't disagree with you on that.
Stop having sex
I
then.
agree with him.
That's what I'm saying. We don't disagree on
So
that.
what are we saying? Like men
But-
don't have as many abortions.
No, this
So are y'all saying like on a moral, for real, on a moral level? Take any women out of it. Let's talk about you or your child. Would you want your daughter having 3 abortions?
If she so chooses that she's an adult.
Man, boy, I disagree.
Not to pull 3 teeth out of her mouth, or to get
Man,
her
come
hair
on,
cut,
bro.
or to change her sex, or to that is her adult decision.
But it's
sir.
no, it's not an adult decision. It's an immature, childish decision to have to be put in a situation you did not learn 3 times to not
So
have
we
an
just-
abortion and kill a child with a heartbeat for 3
He
months.
said a heartbeat.
And then
That's why- that's why
this
he's
is
saying that.
and I'm not even trying to say
That- that's why they did that. The law right now, there's a heartbeat law saying once you hear
so
a
when
heart,
does a heartbeat start in a fetus?
she told you at the beginning of the conversation, 12
You
weeks.
just use the word fetus.
12 weeks.
The fetus
Embryo-
doesn't have a heartbeat.
I'm not playing games about terminology, what I called it. I'm talking about the actual
She
heart
already told
beating
you
of
that.
whatever it's
She
called.
said 12 weeks.
Right,
So
but
if
don't
I'm-
try to trap me with a fetus word.
only you
Don't
trap
trap.
you.
No, but you're saying you said fetus as though that changes the meaning of what I'm talking
Don't try
about.
to trap a woman into parenthood or motherhood when she don't.
She's trapping herself. She
How?
knows
So
what's
where's
going
the
to happen.
from the
The man needs to be held
listen.
accountable too, because the men have to listen. A
How you
woman
gonna hold a
cannot
man
have.
accountable? How you gonna hold him accountable?
He needs to be. I don't know how you hold him
You don't,
accountable,
because they're not gonna be held accountable.
but they need to be.
It's always on the woman.
But it needs. But they need
so
to be
do you-
though.
do you
But they
think-
need to be.
About that though.
But they need to be.
I know, but do you think that it should? Did you answer this question? Do you think it should be illegal for you to get a vasectomy?
Illegal for no. Yes, should it be illegal for a man to get a vasectomy? No, it should not.
He should be able to get one if he wants.
So can I expand that question?
Yes.
Do you think it's right to be legal to make him have to get a vasectomy? We want all this.
If a woman wants to get her tubes tied, if a woman wants having a vasectomy, okay. If you want to compare it to something that a woman does, it would be.
forced to have it. Should it be legal?
You shouldn't. But listen, when we're talking about vasectomies, we're saying that it's unfair that men can have a vasectomy and then a woman can't have an abortion. This is like the comparison that we're trying to draw here, but that's a wrong comparison. The comparison is if a woman gets her tubes tied, should that be legal? And yes, it absolutely should be. If she doesn't want to have children, get your tubes tied. If you still want to have sex without responsibility of a child, then go get your tubes tied. But don't create a child and then kill it and then say it's not killing the child. It's an abortion. Or
12
it's
weeks.
not a child yet.
So when is it a child?
It's
I
a
thought
child.
we determined it was a child when he had a heartbeat.
It's a child when you go and have an abortion. That's when it's a
What?
child.
That don't even make sense.
It's when no, it does make sense. Think about it. I'm
It
telling
doesn't. So if I had
listen, if it wasn't a child, you wouldn't have to go get an abortion now, would you?
No.
you're preventing
Okay.
the pregnancy. You're
Man,
preventing
come
the
on, bro.
pregnancy.
Y'all are like using words to play games.
No,
but like,
you're not.
What are you going
not
to
making sense
hold on,
out
what
of
are you
it.
stopping from hold on, wait a minute. What are you stopping from being birthed?
One at a time.
Yes.
Go ahead.
When you're having an abortion, what are you stopping from happening?
I'm stopping a unwanted pregnancy.
That's what you're doing.
Okay.
You're starting.
Okay. And what is the reason? What is the Okay. All right. So let's. All right. Good shot. But now let's take it to the next level. What does the pregnancy produce? What does the pregnancy produce? Like, come on, y'all.
I know, but
Like, why we can never get anywhere if we're playing games?
No, you're tripping.
How am I
You're
playing?
like
I'm not
saying.
tripping. I'm
You're
telling
like
y'all
saying.
the truth.
You're like saying.
B-Nut. Come on, B.
It produces a child.
Okay.
I understand what
Thank
you're
you
saying
very
about
much, bro.
like being responsible.
I'm just telling y'all what the law is about. The law is about should the decision for being able to have an abortion and several other things be in the hands of our senators and the House of Representatives, or should it be with the woman,
The physician.
The physician.
her loved ones?
It needs to have regulation.
Medical caretaker.
But she's talking about issue one.
It already does.
Back the ass up and get out of our lives, out of our
Right.
underwear, out of our beds, and go mind your own business. And if you don't ever want to make a baby, go get a vasectomy.
Okay. And I get that. And I mean, I'm not just somebody that just
Hold
says
on for
like
a sec.
a woman
Let me
should
ask
never
you a-
choose, but it does need some regulation
Hold on,
in
hold on,
order
hold
for
on.
it to
We're
not
talking
let
about
anything
Wait a
go.
minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Listen.
Okay.
There's
facing though.
So listen, before the overturn of Roe versus Wade, there was a heartbeat law. There were laws that did protect the baby once it became a baby. You couldn't just go have an abortion after you heard.
It's always a baby.
Hold on for a second. Now the issue is saying they are banning abortion to say incest. Oh well.
That's wrong.
Rape.
That's
oh
wrong.
well.
That's wrong.
I know. So that is the issue.
That's
so we
okay.
can go back and forth about that all you want. But if this issue passes, where does it stop?
They make that decision every day. They make that decision every day. This woman simply cannot in her heart of all hearts abort this child, even though it got there the wrong way. But the decision is hers. The beauty in it, y'all, is the decision. Quit trying to make decisions for other people and their lives. And I only want to add one more comment to your theory about this stuff is about black people. You need to flip it. It's the exact opposite. Look at our fertility rates from the last two census.
Yeah.
It ain't us not having babies, honey. It's them. And they want their women to have them babies. They playing catch up now. Pull the census up while we talking. I dare you. Pull it up. Check it. It's because of the browning of America, baby.
That is why.
You might want to check your theories a little bit more. It ain't about, they could give a damn about what a black woman do. It's about their women. White women, in their brilliance and in their intelligence, have said no. No. Every law that we got is about them. It ain't about you or me or your sisters. It's about they're running scared. They're fearful.
Well, I mean, all I'm telling,
Just check it out.
well,
Just check it out.
I hear what you're saying, but what I'm telling you is more black children are aborted than white children. You don't think so?
I know, because I heard this.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, he asked me. I heard the statistic that more middle class white women are having abortions.
Linda, if you could see their abortion records, it would blow your mind. Because they don't play that.
They don't, and they got the
Seeing
money.
abortion records.
How are you presenting
How do
facts?
you think you get an abortion record? You get the records from the clinics, you get them from Planned Parenthood.
Because they're federally funded.
Okay. So I disagree. I disagree. I think that, and this is just listen. No,
You
no,
disagreeing with facts?
it's not a fact.
What
This
do you
is just something
disagree
that
with?
you're saying?
What do you disagree with?
I disagree with the statement that more white women are having abortions than black women.
Keep us ignorant, baby.
No, they
Of course you do. Of
no,
course you do.
no.
You got the nerve to
They
According to what
flipped
this-
the script on. They flipped the script and told you.
Because if you're
Yo,
federally
it was
funded, they have to
430
provide the
Listen, it's
All you gotta do is look it up.
430,000 abortions of black children in a year.
Look it up.
In a year.
Where you
Look
getting
it
this
up.
information from?
Because I did a
Look it up.
whole
According
research
to-
study on abortion when I was at Wright State.
You did. You did.
I did. What are you saying? Like, hold on. Like,
I'm just saying,
because I'm serious about this too, though.
I'm saying stop messing with people's lives works and thinking because you did some research, you can tell we're talking about an amendment.
But I guess killing a kid. No, I guess killing a kid ain't messing with their life. You killing a child, talking about stop messing with my life while I kill this life. What are we doing? This is hypocritical at its finest. Like
That's because you define
hypocrisy.
You
Yes, I
define
do.
a baby
Yes.
as soon as the sperm
Yes.
hits the egg.
Yes, they're
with
not
the
doing
first-
it. They're not
wait a
doing
minute.
it.
So
They're
the first-
having abortion. They're having abortions after the heart is beating. So stop
You're
acting
making
like
that up.
I'm not making that up.
So okay, I don't. Okay,
I'm
let
not
me
making
let
that
me
up.
back up.
I'm not making that up.
Okay, you're not making. I'm gonna say this. If that, so do you think? But you still think that a baby is a baby the minute the sperm hit the egg, right? I'm asking. Is that what you think?
I think by the time they perform abortions, that a baby is around.
So
They have to be killing
hold
something.
on for a second. Hold on for a
What
second.
are they killing?
Hold on.
They're not killing anything, dude. They're removing cells.
Okay.
You can't even tell the difference between a cluster of human cells from a pig or a cow or a mouse. Stop, dude. Do more research.
So let me ask you
It's
this.
not a. So you mean it's somebody at the door?
This is crazy. No, I'm just.
Hold on. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If I plant a seed, a watermelon seed in the ground, and it says in 8 weeks you'll have a watermelon, can I take that watermelon out at 2 weeks and eat it because it's a watermelon?
Can you take?
Is
the
it a watermelon at 2 weeks?
No.
Speak to him.
So how come?
But
how
are you
come
talking about a baby as like it's a
No,
watermelon?
we're talking about the growth of something. The
No,
growth.
we're talking about what
So when
a
that hold on,
child's
hold on,
life.
hold
No.
on. When the sperm hits the egg, it's cells. It hasn't even developed into a baby, just like that watermelon did develop into a watermelon yet. So once it's developed into a baby, it's you can't have an. I agree. There's no abortion, but until it develops into that, it's just cells.
Okay, and I understand that. But what I'm saying is when you go to have an abortion, all right, and you're stopping the child, the life force is already there. And these cells are being.
We ain't playing no Star Wars here. We talking about a woman's life.
It's not a woman's life. What are you talking about? A woman's life? It's not a woman's life.
We
Have
ain't
you
talking
seen-
about no potential kid, no potential nothing. We talking about you will not dictate to us what we do with our bodies. If you don't ever want an abortion,
But what about the
please don't
kid
go
though?
get one.
What about the kid though?
We
What about the
already said we
children?
don't-
Want an
It's not a
abortion,
kid yet.
please don't
It
go get
is
one.
though.
So that's
It is, man. It is.
No, it's not.
Okay, well then that's your opinion.
It's
though.
not an opinion.
It's
a
not your
fact.
opinion,
Not an
and
opinion. It's science. It's science.
it no, it's not science. What are you
Why
talking
isn't
about?
it?
It's
Why
science.
isn't it? Why isn't it science? Tell me
It's-
why it's not.
Because we're forming a child, and you're saying that it's not. Yes, I do want it to be about morals, and I have a moral compass, and it's okay. It's okay for me to say that I don't think that something
It
is
is
right.
okay.
Like you can't tell me
No,
what to
we're
believe.
saying no.
Though.
We're not telling you what to believe.
You are. I'm not.
You're
You're
trying to
asking
tell-
me what I believe.
No. You're trying to tell us what to believe by telling
Yeah.
us that
Yeah.
we cannot stop our
It's between
pregnancy.
you. It's between you and God.
But that's
That's
not what,
between. No, listen, it's between you and
but
God.
that's not what's on the ballot.
I'm not. No, I am not the author of the. I'm not the author of the issue, but I'm talking about abortion. To me, I think that abortion is immoral.
Okay.
So that's my stance.
So if it's between me and God, right?
Yes.
How come it can't be between?
It is between you and God. I'm not at the abortion clinic picketing, stopping people from having abortions.
Issues, son, between me and my God.
Okay. Well, listen. You can have. You
I was
can.
about to say, like, hey,
Moral issues when it accommodates you. No. You will not dictate my moral issues to me.
But I don't need to dictate my moral issues to you, though. I don't need to. I don't need to.
Hold on.
I don't need to. But what you do is, you guys, to me, I think when people are talking about abortions, they don't bring up the for real, normal, traditional, average reason for abortion.
How do
They
you know what
bring
that
up-
is?
look, hold on, wait,
Damn,
let me
y'all
say
won't
this, though. Let me
listen,
say
man.
this.
Y'all won't listen to
Okay,
what
stop.
y'all
Tell
won't
us
even
how
let
you
me
know what that is.
finish my point.
Go ahead, finish the point.
Well, I'm saying you bring up extremities in order to like give reasoning to give reasoning why abortions are okay.
What was our extremity? What was the extremity?
Talking
Hold on,
about
Ida. Hold on. What was the extremity that we gave?
rape, incest, and a disease that a child could be born with.
So we didn't say, hold on, Ida. So we didn't say you should be able to have an abortion because it's your body and your choice?
I sure did. From the beginning.
Y'all said that, but all I'm saying is though, but when we talk about why abortion should be legal, from my experience, my conversations that I've had with people who feel like abortion should be legal, they do normally bring up rape, incest,
You know
and then
why?
if a mother's life is in danger.
You know why they bring it up? Because they're trying to ban it, period. That's what the issue is. That's why they bring it up.
But even before, abortion has always been an issue, a political issue.
It shouldn't.
Before we got to this point.
I think it comes down to this though. At the end of the day, if I lay down with a woman and I create a child, at the end of the day, I should be able to kill this child if I wanted to. At the end of the day.
See, I think that word is so strong.
Period. Because that's between me and her. That's my child and her child. If we wanted to
That's
kill
right,
this
not
child, we
yours.
created
Not the
this.
senators that's
So we
sitting
can
up there
destroy this.
making all these
If
laws.
we, at the end of the day, period. And anybody outside of that don't
You
have
think
any,
that?
shouldn't have any
I
say-so
disagree.
with that.
I disagree.
Because this is something
To
this
kill
is
your
mine
child,
and
bro.
hers.
What about when the baby
I'm
is
just
born?
saying,
When the
if I
baby
wanted
is
to make
born,
that-
when
if
the
I wanted
baby
to
is
make
born,
that
you could
choice,
do
I
that.
don't care.
When the
I don't
baby is
care.
born.
I don't care.
But
If I wanted
think
to make
about
that
what he's
choice,
saying, though. Now
what
you
would I
disagree
say,
with
though?
him.
So
Stop
wait a
that.
minute.
At the end of the day, if
See, this is the type of bullshit that we get when we start getting into this.
Because when you now
You
now
gonna
when
kill
you
a
talking about
child,
a
bro,
citizen,
'cause
once
it's
that
your
child
child.
become a citizen in the society and all of that, then the dynamics change.
But a 10-month-old child can
something
get
that
killed?
happened, but something that happened between me and my wife,
Man,
and,
that's fucked up.
and this is my.
What
this
about
is our
adoption, though,
choice,
bro? What
I
about
said I
somebody who
should be able to
can't
that
have? What about
choice.
somebody that can't have children?
I'm just
and letting
saying,
that child be a
outside of
blessing
that,
to
that's
their
between
family
me,
and
her,
still-
God.
So what
I
if
just feel
It's
like
not
that,
though,
the
bro.
government
Like
should
you
So
can
let
say
me
that
ask you
about
this.
anything.
Hold on,
Like
let
you
me
can
ask-
kill anybody and say
Hold
it's
on, let me
between
ask
you
you
and
this.
God.
Let me ask you
Yeah.
this. Should you be able to
Ain't
decide
right.
if your
That's
child
not right.
if your child has a terminal illness and they're in pain and they're living?
That's just how I feel.
Should you and your wife or the mother of that child be able to determine whether that child gets to give up and get off the stop getting life support and all that because they're sick of?
Possibly.
So that's killing a child.
Okay, but we're not talking about that though.
Well, I'm just talking about basic
He's
stuff.
talking about in
Everybody should have
general
a
though.
choice.
I'm
Like
saying-
y'all want to
No.
bring up extreme
I'm
examples in order to just like create a law for everybody.
That's what y'all trying to do.
I'm not trying to. First of all, I am not the person that is. Hold on, wait a minute,
You're
wait
just
a
having
minute.
conversation about abortion, not about
Yeah, like I'm not the person that wants to say abortion should be illegal. I'm not even that person. Okay, but I'm looking at abortion as to whether I think that it's right or wrong, and I think that it's wrong. That's just the
But I would
point.
like your presentation of why you think that it's not just you're not just out here willy-nilly or on extremes. I do object to you minimizing how many rapes impact people's lives a year.
Because they don't know.
a day,
I'm not
a
minimizing
week,
it.
a month.
I said
it's an extreme, though.
It
You call an
is.
extreme.
That's why you
Rape
think it
not
is.
an extreme.
It's
I
not.
think. Hold
Not
on.
an
Wait a
extreme.
minute. Wait. This is what I'm saying. Anything that is outside of recreational sex. So if a woman is having recreational sex and gets pregnant and wants to kill the child, I think that that is absolutely wrong. But if a woman is forced, raped, incest is probably rape anyway, but even if it's not, okay,
Yeah.
cool. It's kind of like some mental illness going on there. I can understand all of that. Like, to me, it's so dumb to just not look at things as a case by case basis to decide whether something is just or not.
But who gets
just
to decide that, whether it's just or not?
I think that we would have to. I mean, judges are in place for a particular reason. I don't
But
know.
what if those
I mean,
judges that are in place are all all have the different mindset? That's why Roe versus Wade is overturned in the first place.
I don't know. Like we would have to figure that out. But I
That's
do.
who it is. It's white men. That's going.
Well, what about a black woman? A black woman. A black woman.
How many of us are
I
represented?
don't think the government should be involved in
Please
that
don't tell me that.
Yeah,
Please don't tell me that.
I agree. The government shouldn't be involved, is what we're saying. If you're involved in abortion, you get to decide if it's
I mean, okay. Listen, okay. All right.
Abortion is wrong. I think it's
about governments be involved
at the end of
in.
the day.
And here's
I
the
will say
thing.
that.
Abortion, like, no, honestly, it could be legal, and even when abortion was completely legal, and you can have an abortion for any reason that you want to, even if the father of the child wants to keep the baby, a woman can still turn him down and say, no, I'm going to kill this baby.
It's no guarantee. A lot of men want kids. Ooh, yay, we in love. Then minute y'all out of love, they out. And it's the mama's baby, daddy's baby.
I mean, I just think that it's
how many women got to track down a man just to get a birth?
But no, but it's your point.
Yeah,
But I agree.
I don't think that
No,
that's,
I agree.
like, I like.
Points you made. I do.
At the end
I
of the
agree
day-
from my own perspective. I agree with some of the points you made.
And
I don't agree to the extent that I would let my agreement or my opinion impact a woman's right to control her own body. I don't agree that much. I will never, like I said, force a woman to get an abortion. That's the beauty of the law. It doesn't force you to get one, and it doesn't prevent you from having one.
How early can a woman have an abortion?
They
Soon
want
as
to
they
tell
find out
other
they're
folk
pregnant.
what to do.
As soon as they find out they're
That's
pregnant.
crazy.
But how long? How far along do you have to be? How far along do you have to be in order to know that you're pregnant? Okay, if you don't know, if you don't know, then the question ain't for you.
You miss your first period.
A week.
When you miss your period.
Okay, so how long do you have to go before?
Yeah.
This young man just told a woman who has 4 children that if she don't know, the question ain't for her, baby. The question is absolutely.
You said you didn't know, ma'am. I didn't know. I thought you said you didn't know. I thought you said you didn't know. I thought you said you didn't know. That's the only reason why I said that.
Okay, it's different for different women. Let me tell you that. My crazy ass body would know within like 2 or 3 weeks because my body started reacting to that. Some other women have gone 2.5 months and said they didn't even know they were pregnant. So see, once again, like you said, individual cases, you could put all women in one thing and it don't work like that.
But this article on Google from the National.
Well, I will say this.
Well, hold on. Okay, so my
She
point.
said 12 weeks.
But it's not 12 weeks though. It's not.
I mean, she's 12.
I swear to you, I would know about around 3 weeks. I would give my husband his look like.
Okay, but listen to me, please. This is what I'm trying to tell you. A heartbeat happens at 4 weeks, not 12.
It does.
Yes.
Then I want these. I'm really, like I said,
So now does that change your perspective?
You have the right to make a decision for another person. That's what the law is about. The law is not about
I agree.
anything other
I
than
agree.
that,
Agree
y'all.
with what?
And
Y'all
That
said
the law
with the
is-
heartbeat law. Y'all just told me that y'all agree with the heartbeat law. You said you agree with the heartbeat law.
On this phone is suggesting that them crazy ass crackers up in Columbus can make that decision for other people. They won't even draw a map correctly. Why would you let them be in charge?
I know that, but what I was saying was, you guys.
You want to fight something? Fight that. Go fight the damn red line and the laws. And you were there 39% about black babies. Look at all the other percentages about
Black women pregnancies. Black infant mortality rates.
All I'm telling you guys is.
Don't care. They don't care.
Hold on, but can I? Now, there's one thing I know that I cannot do, and that is out talk. But if I have a time, if I can say something, please, which I think is a very interesting point. You guys thought that a heartbeat started at 12 weeks, and it doesn't. A heartbeat start.
I don't know when it starts.
Okay, so let me tell you.
When it starts.
Okay, hold on, wait.
The law.
Can I tell?
Hold on.
Hold on, bro.
Let her finish.
Let me finish. She
I thought
interrupted
you asked
me.
her a question and she was
Let
answering.
me. Okay, so just stop for a second.
You go ahead, babe.
There it is. You thought that the heartbeat law that was in place
I did, not her.
started at 12 weeks, but it's not 12 weeks.
Okay.
It's 4 weeks.
Okay.
Okay. And a woman generally, you said you know pretty fast when you're pregnant because it's
Crazy.
2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
So most abortions are absolutely happening when a heartbeat is present because a woman doesn't find out she's pregnant for the most part until there's actually a heartbeat happening.
I don't know if that's
Well, this is
true
from
for everybody because I didn't hear a heartbeat at 4
the
weeks.
National
I couldn't even get
Institute
it.
of Health.gov. Now we got medical news today. When does a fetus have a heartbeat? The heart of an embryo starts beating
Hold on.
about week 5 of a pregnancy. Your baby's heartbeat definitely by week 6. The expression
See all them different.
weeks. Yeah,
It just depends on the person.
right.
That's not
Look, a baby's heart. A baby's heart.
Bullshit.
A baby's heart begins to beat on day 21 after conception. As early as 4 weeks. So just on average on all.
After conception,
Jesus.
but then it goes further, sir. It goes further to say
It's not 12 weeks
the
though.
Hold on.
baby's heartbeat may be heard as maybe as early as the 12th week of pregnancy. That's what they're going by.
Heard but not happening.
We're gonna get technology, baby, that tell you
What we got, Living?
how your moon
Okay.
in a year. Watch, because we can. We're that far advanced. I think we keep forgetting, y'all. We're trying to prove things to each other. I think we keep forgetting that all we're saying is, should your government have the right to control what its individual citizens do with their bodies? And I'm telling you, if you concede this to them now, they'll be crawling up your behind.
I think it
a year from
depends.
now,
It
2
depends
years
on the
from now, 3
government.
years from now.
It depends on the
This
government.
Which government are you talking about? I know you ain't talking about them people up in Columbus right now, honey, who's trying to deny you your right to vote, who's reframing a whole political map so they can continue to win, who just took over the education system in Ohio.
Just took it over.
There is no Ohio Department of Education. We have battles to fight, but I think we should allow families and individual women, and let me know if I see a positive on my pregnancy test, if this is going to put my world in a spin, or if it's going to make me happy. Can I have that? Not you. And if we want to start talking about recreational sex, when men stop having recreational sex, then women will.
Exactly.
Because it's all recreational to us, baby.
I think that they
Come on.
both.
And you
I mean, I'm just talking about. How,
Wait. If you
I know that.
Put a bomb in your butt, I don't want a baby. I will decide.
I mean,
Many women, you can have great sex and it should not have to end in pregnancy nor abortion. But that is up to them.
right, but that's just what
So
you
how do
think
you
that's
say-
not true
but
though.
how do you
Like
say
what
this-
you're saying ain't true.
how do you say this?
Yes, it is true.
It's not. But that's not the way of nature. Okay, I mean that's your idea, and your idea can be true, but sex is to create children. That is the fundamental reason for having sex. Now it doesn't all.
True for animals. Because I don't understand.
Human beings. We
Ma'am,
recreated
you are an
ourselves.
animal,
We
and
are
it's
human beings.
you are more of an animal than.
This dominion.
Oh my God, bro!
That's
Like,
right. God gave us dominion over this because we're not on the same level as
yeah,
animals.
but
That's foolish. Human beings figured out how great sex was a long time ago. Animals procreate because all they are is intuition
So,
and instinct. We are
but-
greater than that. We are the third eye, intelligence. And we realize a long
But if you're
time
so
ago
intelligent,
that
then how is it that you can't prevent becoming pregnant then?
How can you not prevent getting me pregnant?
Because we're not supposed to. What are we doing? Like you talking about going
What
and
are we doing?
kill the child?
No, we're
Like what are
putting
you
all the
doing?
responsibility of everything on women, but we don't read.
It's not on women. It's the men are equally corporate in the killing of the child.
that makes sterilization mandatory for men.
It's not sterilization. If you don't want to have children, go and get your tubes tied. Go a man and his wife, a man and a woman need to go together and get their reproductive or because you don't want to have children, ma'am.
That she's arguing the
You have your
issue
two-
morals.
Have your
He
tubes
is.
tied
It's
if
his
you don't.
morals. He's arguing his morals.
Now he's giving a number. We can have. I got 4.
I
So
said if you don't
how
want
many
to have
pregnancies should
children,
a woman be forced to have?
They wouldn't be here.
should she be forced to
Yeah.
have? Who's forcing her?
So me and you
How
are-
many
hold on,
times is a
me-
woman forced to fuck?
Listen, if
Because
me
that's what's happening.
so you're saying to me, hold on, you're
And that
oh
goes
my
for men as
Jesus
well.
Louise.
How many times are you forced to, darling?
If me and you are married,
You're
if,
not forced
if
to
me and
fuck.
you are married, and I'm like every time one come out, another one in there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to keep doing this, right?
Yes.
I don't want to go through surgery.
Mm-hmm.
My mom went through surgery and died from it. I don't want to go through surgery and get my tubes tied. It's risking that every time you get put under.
Mm-hmm.
How many times should I be forced to keep having these kids? Because I like sex too, but I guess since I'm a woman, I should say I shouldn't have to have, or say I don't want to have kids no more. So we
Or
gonna
just go have abortions.
me and you
you
gonna
want
just,
abortions to be
listen,
you want to use abortion
me
as a
and
birth
you are-
control method?
Me and you are just gonna stop having sex if we don't want kids.
I'm
But are
asking you,
gonna
what
stop
is
having
it?
sex?
So what are you trying to get at? What road are you trying to?
This is
to
what I'm
come to?
trying to say to you.
What? Go ahead.
The reason why,
If a
this
woman
is-
and her husband are having sex and they keep having children and she does not want to keep having children,
because you said
what should she be able to do? Have an abortion?
I'm asking you.
I'm asking you. What do you
I
want?
believe that women should be able to have abortion.
Okay, so all right, having sex with her husband, she slips up and gets pregnant, having an abortion. After she has an abortion,
Hold on. Why is she slipping up and getting pregnant?
they slip up. He slips up.
Okay.
What he say? He just
That is right. Because it's
I
all
don't
about-
mean that. I don't mean
Okay.
that.
Okay. So
We're playing silly word games here.
you know why? You know why you think it's silly? Because
It
it
is.
doesn't affect you how it affects us.
Okay, so listen, what I'm saying is, what I'm telling you is, okay, he slips up and does not pull out and gets her pregnant.
Okay.
Okay.
Who still does that?
He ain't going down. But listen,
All
hold on.
I'm saying, I'm getting to the point
Yes.
that a woman is married in a relationship
And she get mess around and get pregnant.
and she gets pregnant,
Okay.
an unwanted pregnancy.
Yes.
Okay, so are you saying that, so she has an abortion? Okay, let's give her that. She has an abortion. Now where are we at?
That's
Does
my
she
question to you.
continue to do it? No, I'm asking you because I don't know. I don't know. She has another. She continues that
'Cause
she
we're
don't
ta-
want to get. She
what
don't
I'm-
want to have birth control.
'Cause
She
what
don't
I'm-
want to use condoms. She doesn't want to do any of the other things
No,
that she doesn't
usually
want to
ain't-
do anything to stop a pregnancy and conception from happening.
We
So
don't
now-
want to do anything to stop a pregnancy.
But you
from
said that she didn't want to have surgery. She didn't want to do this because she didn't want to. Her mom died and all this other
Yes,
stuff.
yes.
So you said she.
I did.
So now
When it
I'm
comes
meeting you
to-
where you at.
When it comes to making choices.
Okay.
Right?
So listen, they don't.
It does.
All right. So when I said she, it was like I did some bullshit.
No, because what you're saying is this. The difference is this. I'm referring to me when it only deals with me. I'm the only one not being scared of going under the knife. I'm the only one having surgery. I'm the only one putting hormones in my body.
Right.
But when you talk about getting people making a baby, that's two people. So you can't just say she. You got to say us. That's why I'm saying that to you.
But tell the truth, Linda. The issue he brought up about this being so promiscuous, etc., etc. I have brought up with you. Me and you have had that conversation. too.
Yeah, we have.
That's her. I do agree with you.
It's the
She said
man. It's the man that's equally or even more because men run off. Men need to be held accountable.
I agree. So what do we-
100%.
I agree with that. And here's the.
In 2023.
But men should.
Yep, you
Hold on, and I'll take
She
it a step
agrees.
further though. Like, not only should men be made to pay child support if they're not willingly doing it, the men should be made to spend time with their children too.
But who does that affect? Because if you don't want to spend time with me as my child, and I'm the
A lot
child,
of people don't want to spend time with their children, but that's their
but
child.
not forced. That's a whole different story.
They are forced.
Spend time with their children
and
every day.
I know, and I hear how they get talked to. The kids get talked to. How they get.
But it don't matter though. If the woman, no, man, hold on,
So
wait a
why
minute.
before-
So what we're trying to say is men are incapable of taking care of children due to force, but women are.
No, I'm saying even when women are forced, that's why abuse is happening. They cussing them out.
Right,
Terrible
but
job.
do you think that if the women had a little bit of relief from that, from the force of them always having to have the children, that they would be a little more like understanding and compassionate and nurturing?
No, I don't.
I think
know
that
some women
I think that a lot of time
I know some
with
women who never got their kids.
there is some women, but I'm talking about what some women enjoy relief and then make them more nurturing and enjoy their children more when they have them if they don't feel like they're the only ones working.
I think
I don't know.
I think a man should be forced to take care of a woman soon as
I think
soon as she
saddle
find out
with
she's
my
pregnant.
children wholly. Never.
that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure.
Was
And
their father.
anything that you feel like,
Like a father.
and any,
But I think we're still missing the point. Now we're getting down to not only are we going to tell women what to do with their body, we're going to tell men what to do with their time. See, that's the door I'm afraid that they're trying to open. You can't
Right.
mandate to no person how much time they spend with anyone.
Right.
See, you can have your moral sound values, and I hope that I
well,
know they help you in your life and they carry you through in your
I mean, I
relationship.
just think that we are, well,
You can't direct them on Joe Johnson.
So Ida, here's the thing though.
no,
This-
we
hold on
are,
for a
we have
second.
been raised
Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second.
like,
He is not saying. So for the sake of all this, before you hang up, Ida, he's saying he just has his morals, but he would never. He agrees that the Senate and the government should not be able to control. He just arguing that he thinks abortion is
if
wrong.
this was my country and I was the king,
well, good thing you not.
I know, good thing that I'm not. But if I was the king, if I was the king of a country, the abortions would not be legal.
God in his infinite wisdom, he will never make you king of a country because he know that you would totally violate people's personal rights.
when
Well,
he
I
gave
might,
it to him.
you know, okay.
Personal rights. You don't have that up.
So where do
Yeah,
morals
but I
come
just
in?
wouldn't do it though.
Where do morals come in?
I'm just a fucked up person for not wanting to kill
no,
kids, I guess.
because you think it's a kid.
It is a kid, though. It is.
I don't hear many. Well, maybe I'm not listening, but I don't hear many men or women talk about their moral ground. I really don't. So I admire that. As long as your moral ground don't start interfering with me and my personal rights.
Because
I
let me
mean,
ask
but-
you this.
Yeah, but
Hold on,
a lot
let me
of
ask you about
moral rights. People have moral high grounds that protect you.
Only when it's convenient for them. They don't
No, it's not. Like this society is meant, but we don't live in a chaotic place because people have established different things that are right and are wrong and
Who
have
gets to determine
outlawed.
that? So
I
let
think
me
that
ask you
most
this: where do
people,
morals
like,
come in?
most people. That's
Where-
why we're voting on it to see what's happening.
Where do morals come in when we talk about the God that we serve and being Jesus-like and being godly-like? Why aren't we trying to do that? Instead, we're trying to not be godly-like and force you to do stuff. God gives us choice.
Just saying,
So
if this
how are
was
you
my
playing
country,
God?
I think that if this was my country,
So
right?
you ain't following God then?
Now, you know that's not going
Listen,
to the extreme.
well, wait a minute. Listen. This is what I would think. I would hope that if abortions were not legal, what that would do is encourage people to pick somebody that they truly love and settle down and have a family with them and build stronger communities and stronger families
Well, it
and a
doesn't do it
stronger
now.
society and a stronger society. Like that's how I would want to build a country and not let people just like I think that it's too
So what
much
if- what if-
recreational sex and all of that other stuff going
I
on.
agree with that. I do agree with that.
But there's not even an agreement. Ideally, it's ideal.
Yeah, that's ideal.
Do you have the stats on abortion? Do you have the stats on divorce? You think that any of those people got married? They say, I want to be divorced 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Love is elusive, babe. So, and it's one of those things that you cannot mandate. So I tell you, I wish we all did that too. I wish every child out here had that household. Because
Yeah, me
think about
too.
that. It would solve a lot of problems in our society if we had children coming from those idealistic households that you're describing.
And I think there are other cultures do have that. I think no, it's not. It's no, but that's because we're living in this particular society. But there are other societies that exist that families don't break apart nearly as much as they do, especially in our community or in America in general. And it's because of the appetizing and the selling of sex and all of the things that we basically take in every day. Like we are actually like filling our vessel with this until it's overflowing, and it's overflowing with prison, crime, abortions, rape, and all of the things that we want to get away from. And the way that you combat that, if you're going to start a new society, it's not saying be free and anybody can have an abortion. If you would want to get away from those things that we hate, you would want to encourage family and structure.
Why do we start? What would you start with, though? Would you start with?
I would start with
abortion?
family. I would just start with family.
Okay, so
I would start with just building strong families.
Yeah, I agree. So let's go work on that. Let's get out of people's individual business and
And
let's
go
start
work on
this
our family.
parade about family. Because
We don't do
Well,
that.
you can't have families by killing children, though.
I know, but there'd be less
You came
abortions.
with your whole little scenario about your ideal. Can we be heard?
It's not a little one. It's not a little idea. It's not a little idea. It's a grand idea.
Okay, go
Let me
go
rephrase
ahead.
that then.
I mean, yeah.
It's a huge idea. You okay now? It's a huge idea.
Yeah, but
So can we
like, come
talk?
on, man.
Can
Like,
we
this is
Hold on.
patronizing, though.
No, I know, I do. I have a tendency to do that. Please forgive
But you
me.
can't do that, though.
I know. You're right. You're right. Because there's nothing
Grow up.
to be patronized about the way you feel about life and about family.
Right, because when someone does that to you and your ideas, it's terrible.
I'm still going to tell you, you can't legislate my life. You can't.
I don't
I'm not
want
gonna
to.
allow you
I don't want to.
I'll tell you what, if they take that away from women, they're gonna put women. You think that the number of births gonna increase? They're gonna put them in a position where they'd rather die. They're gonna put them in a
Yeah,
position where
'cause
they
that
get
happened
abortions
before.
in back alleys.
They were
Do you
doing
think
that
abortion
before.
just started? Do you think abortion just started?
Hangers.
Women have always found a way to try to stop the
Hey.
invasion of their body
V-neck.
after
Let me
8,
see that.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13 children. They've always tried to find a way. They've always done it, and they always will. And that's from a
See a
woman.
lighter. Yeah.
So until you experience that invasion, please stop. Stop your walk around
Do
with
you think
Don't play with her. Don't play with my mental.
filter over into yours.
No, for real.
No.
She gonna be like, no.
I'm just saying. And remember what we're voting on, y'all, and what we're voting about. We're talking about where do government rights end and individual rights begin?
Begin.
I don't think that America has done enough moral righteousness
But
in
who-
order for them
I think
to stand on a moral soapbox of telling women what to do. Because America hasn't been moral its whole existence. So now to be moral and try to start with telling women this and that, I can't rock with the government about doing that.
I agree with you.
But a broken clock is right twice per day. And this is America's broken clock moment. But I mean, I don't think that
Is it
it's
the
too
broken
far
clock
gone.
moral?
They
It's
like they
it's
done
the broken
got
clock.
you hooked on the drug of abortion now.
Oh my gosh.
You hooked on the drug of abortion now, and then they trying to make you go cold turkey, and it's not right because women are fiending for abortions.
Oh my gosh, you're tripping right now.
So keep it legal, and let God do
It ain't legal right now. It's banned.
Make it legal again. Abortions for everybody, man.
There we
You know
go.
what I'm
We
saying?
should.
Everybody's daughter at least should have one abortion.
If she wants.
Yeah. And that,
Let's
yeah.
make jokes. We can do a 2-for-1 out here.
I mean-
Friends and family program.
Yeah.
Let's roll with it as long as we stay out of individual people's lives.
Yeah.
Because you ain't got to go use your coupon if I give you one.
on
Trying to force me not to be able to use mine.
the individual people's lives except the babies. Except the baby. We forget about the baby.
I don't see a shot record. I don't see a name on it. I don't see anything. The only name I see on there is that woman's. So no, that's not. Let's not do that. We already been down that road. We already decided that we're going to agree to disagree on that because we
Yeah.
don't.
Well,
I agree.
Can
I
I
agree.
ask both of you guys something? And then we'll end on this. But this is
Be serious, yeah, I am loving your conversation.
listen, no, hold on. Now tell me this. If a woman was 6 weeks pregnant, still in what you guys thought, let's go 12 weeks. Y'all thought that an abortion at 12 weeks was legal.
3 months.
3 months. Let's say an assailant comes up, hits a woman in the stomach with a baseball bat after she was so happy about being pregnant. And the baby dies, should he be charged with murder?
You know that.
Should he be charged
Hold
with
on,
murder?
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm asking you. I don't want to know about the precedent.
Okay.
I don't
No,
want to
no.
know about nothing.
President.
The precedent.
Oh,
The president.
Oh.
I feel you.
Is it murder? Is it murder?
it's murder. It's murder.
Checkmate.
I'm a,
Check.
That's right. If it's murder, if it's a baby, you're trying to say it's a baby soon
That's
as the
fucked
sperm
up.
hits the egg.
Y'all gonna do that to a? What
It
are
might
we
not
doing,
be
you
a
guys?
baby yet. Are you serious? There's no
But if a woman is going out buying baby clothes, she found out she's pregnant. She's excited about this new promising life for her baby, and a robber comes up and hits her in the stomach with a baseball bat, and the baby dies. That's not murder.
You asked me what I consider that murder. I said if
You
she
said
had a
no.
heartbeat.
Yes, we're at an extreme. Let me hear. Yeah. We at extremes. Let me hear what you got. Come on, what? It's a question. Okay, it's a question. I just asked you. This is a different podcast topic. It's a different podcast topic. It's a different podcast topic. I'm
But why do
asking
you
you.
want to know that?
Okay, but your silence is answering
I already
everything.
answered you. You didn't like my
Your
answer.
silence is answering
I
it
wasn't
all. You
silent.
don't gotta say nothing because you're saying it all.
already said it.
You running from the real.
I already said it. I said if it's not the heartbeat, and you said, "Come on, y'all." You didn't like my answer.
It's not, I didn't like
So
your. I didn't like. I didn't know. I didn't like your heart.
According to what?
Let's say that there is a
How many
heartbeat.
different heart?
In this scenario, there is a heartbeat.
On there.
But it's 12 weeks, so it's got to be a heartbeat. It ain't nothing that was past 12 weeks, so it's a heartbeat.
Let me hold on, you guys. Let me tell. Stop.
It's a huge number.
It's murder. Yes, it is, and they know it's murder. But this is you guys' comeback. I'll give you an argument since you have none.
You want us to do some extremes?
I'll tell
give
you
an argument?
the answer to the question that I asked you because you have none. What I mean? Hold on. What's the laughing?
What'd you say,
I
Ida?
don't want to hear the laughter.
Is you presented our summation and then said you'll give us the floor.
That's what he did.
And they know it's murder. So why we even having a discussion, y'all? If you already know what we know,
Yes.
we know.
That's like when the Most High asked Adam who told him he was naked.
Well, I'm well past childbirth, so I'm simply asking to stay.
I never ask a question unless I know the answer already.
So now that you have the answer, now what?
The answer is what I told y'all from the gate.
So now we're going back
It's
to
murder
abortion.
and immoral. No, it's a different it's a different podcast.
Oh, so we
topic.
all agreed on that. So now what?
Y'all agree on that?
She agreed with you.
That what?
You don't even listen.
Hold on, because me and you were
We
talking.
already argued. She said, come on now.
It's murder.
Yes.
Okay, so then when a woman kills the baby,
I knew
even
you
if
was
it's
going back to
her
that.
own, it's still murder nonetheless, except for it's domestic violence murder. You killed your own child.
Oh my God.
The same way a robber would come up and hit a baby in the stomach. A legal medical. But slavery was legal. And so are we questioning the morality of slavery? Let's not get into legal,
So if you
something
kill
is
your
legal or
child
not.
for being terminally ill,
So
is
you
that
want to
murder?
tell me something legal? No, it's not.
Okay,
But don't give me something is legal as a measurement of whether it's moral or not.
Okay, let me ask you. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Go back to that. If your child was sick and terminally ill and does not want to be here anymore, should you be able to decide to pull the plug?
Yes.
Is that murder? Because I believe you're
It's
morally
not.
wrong.
It's not.
But I'm saying, who determines when you can and can't kill, and when it is and isn't moral?
In this situation,
You.
yes.
So that's the problem with giving senators, because you get to decide.
Thank God that you ain't never really got to experience it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, we're talking. We're not arriving at anything. We're arriving at. Wait a minute. Killing.
Okay. Okay.
Leave everybody else alone.
Killing is murder.
Period.
No. All killing is not murder.
Yeah. It's not.
All killing is not murder.
Okay.
Okay. So relieving your child from a terminal illness when they're sick in the bed, you don't compare that to an assailant coming up.
I didn't compare that to an assailant.
Yes, you did, because you wanted me to say that both things were murder. So why do I choose?
No, what I want you to realize is your moral. You get to decide what's morally right and what's not morally right. Because somebody would tell me, if God wanted your child to die, He would let your child go.
That's true. That is
so
true.
You're
That's
morally wrong.
Point.
What are you doing? So I'm just trying to say the moral compass is all over the place.
It is. It is. But some is universally understood, though.
But not this.
It does. Yes, it is.
I can't either. Not with that.
But I'm not saying everybody understands, but universally, everybody knows that murder in itself. Now we're talking about what I'm not saying an abortion or something, but I'm just talking about in general, murder is just wrong. Raping is universally wrong.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all I'm saying. That there are some things that are universally understood as wrong.
Yeah.
All right, and this is one of them.
It's not.
So hold on. Don't stop me. Don't stop. Hold on. Listen. Check game. Listen.
Okay.
It is universally understood that if a robber hits a pregnant woman in her stomach, that he killed the baby.
Okay.
Is that not universally understood?
I don't either. It depends on how far along she is.
Okay, well, if anybody, and this is when I interject. Okay, so let me interject myself now. Now I'm the one that's judging. Anybody that doesn't think that is mental.
All people judge back.
They're mental. They're mental for not understanding that concept. Like, what are you talking about? This man just killed the baby that was in her stomach. It's murder.
Okay, let me ask you this. No, for real.
Y'all know it's true.
Right now, somebody came in here, hit me in my belly. Mm-hmm. I don't look pregnant, but I could be 2 weeks pregnant right now. And I'm like, you killed my baby. Mm-hmm. How many people do you think would be like, she was only 2 weeks?
I don't think it'll go over, Linda. It depends on how.
They're not gonna say that was murder. People gonna be like, man, whatever. She wasn't even pregnant for real.
I don't know.
I know they're not.
I don't think if they do, and I see what you're saying. Okay, I do see what you're saying, but to me, it is though. And people kill people and murder people by mistake all the time.
I get you.
Even though they didn't intend to murder.
Well,
it's still murder nonetheless.
I'm just trying to tell you, I'm not calling you mental for your moral beliefs. So why are you calling me mental for mine?
We all call people mental from a lack of moral beliefs at some standpoint. There's a gray area. There's a gray area.
That's a definition. Mental. Well, we got room in our society for mental too, don't we? I mean,
I'm saying if somebody doesn't understand an easy concept, the best term that I could think of to say is they're mental.
That's right. It's not easy. We just proved it wasn't.
It's a universal.
You want it to be easy.
Okay, well, right. And what's easy for me is harder for other people.
Oh, Lord.
It's easy for him and it's harder for other people. And that's why we have to communicate. And that's why we have to talk.
So this is the thing though. So since that's true and we agree that we agree that things are easy for me that are harder than other people. So now when I tell you something, listen.
That's right. I didn't know how to get you riled up. He over here laughing. I know.
You believe that you think you know. We do believe that part. But just
put it like right up to the speaker.
And now we know.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The first time you got caught.
You want to digest because I think I held my ground just as well as you did.
You did great. Nah, she real.
Etc.
She did good. Yes, you are amazing too. You lit. You go crazy. She went off on me a few times. I love it.
Now that sounded mental.
I don't know. Okay.
So
that's fair.
So hi. My name Peanut. I was in the back. I come on and say I agree with both of you guys.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel like there should be a middle ground to where people should have a way for there to be like an outcome, because on one side of the fence, if we only operate on the fringes of stuff,
nothing will ever get done. We only say, okay, we shouldn't have cars go fast because everybody's speeding and they run people over. Then you wouldn't have the ability to speed and get somewhere safely sometimes. Or if you run away from somebody, you never know why you would need a
Abortion
to break the law.
Abortion.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just using that as an example. But
Thank you.
to only operate on fringes, you're never going to get anywhere. I feel like there is a middle ground, a common ground. I think you guys kind of ironed out the harder parts of it, and I think that really came to a place where we can have active.
Well, Ahavad did say that even though these are his moral beliefs, he wouldn't give the right to the government, the senators, whoever.
Yeah.
This
He
government.
also
I wouldn't give it to this government.
He also disagrees.
But if I govern, it would be the absolute
Don't start
law.
turning them rights. Do not. Don't start turning them rights, and they always take the path of least resistance.
And
So by the time they come for yours, mine's already gone.
And that's where it comes down
and
to.
honestly,
Don't do it.
That's what it
No,
comes down to.
against-
Let's
I'm
not let them
against
take
the
our
law.
It's just the rights. Y'all just are concerned saying, hey, listen, this is a right.
Yes.
Don't take it from us.
Yes,
Okay, but what is a right?
God given,
But what is a right?
God given.
Well, you know what a right. Well, it's different definitions.
Can a right be the wrong?
about to tell you what
Can the right?
Rights.
Okay, but it's called a right because it's not the wrong thing.
That's right.
Okay,
It's not the wrong thing to
so it's only a right if
That's not why
it's
right's
if
called
it's
a right,
not
though.
if it is today.
why right's
Yes, it
called a
is.
right.
Yes, it
No,
is.
it's not.
It's and
How could you? Well, to me, it is. To me, it
So-
is. Okay,
then we all willy nilly.
It is- it is
determines
the right-
what a right is.
a right, man. It's like, bro, that is your right. Like, it's right in this experience for you to be able to,
Give an
like,
example.
live
Yeah,
these
give an
particular way.
example.
So it is right for you to be able to just go where you want to go freely.
But there you
that's
can't.
not a right. No,
You can't go wherever you want to go freely.
But wait a minute now. Hold on. You can't go in somebody's house, but you can go where you can want to go freely. What are we talking about? What are y'all
Same
saying?
thing we're talking about rights mean.
No.
So what I'm trying to tell you is,
If wanted to
listen.
just like walk freely, such as completely in the nude, you're not allowed to do that.
Okay, never mind.
What if you
This
just
is
wanted
a
to just
silly
go to
stuff.
Mexico?
No,
You not allowed
because
to
like
do that.
right isn't what you thinking. It's
But
like,
you
no,
can't,
no,
right?
let me
But
get
you're
it
coming
right.
up with a little.
No.
Like,
Bro,
bro, you're
the point
undoing
is-
what the point
The
is.
point is this.
I don't get it. Okay.
This is hold on. This is the point. The point is everybody think they got rights, but you only have a right until you go so far, and then you don't have it no more.
So
Or
listen-
is a right all the way a right?
No, listen, guys. We live in a
You can
democratic.
abuse
listen,
your right, like walking around naked.
What he said?
We live in a democratic state, right, where literally everything is voted upon, and then that is what determines a right, because rights can be changed. So, for instance, back in the day, a long time ago, it wasn't against the law for people to mess with if we go way back in Bible
In
times.
some places
wait.
now it's not. Still,
Yep.
And we go all the way back in Bible times. They were marrying people that were 12 years old.
You're right.
And that was right back then. We update the laws with new information, hopefully.
Right.
Because what is
as
that
an advanced
called? What
society-
is that called? Is it still right?
What? Like,
Can you do it now?
absolutely not.
Is
what
it wrong?
can you not do? What now?
Is it wrong?
Is it wrong to be able to?
Say it.
Absolutely not.
Say what?
Is
We
it
don't
wrong to
say
be
it.
able to marry a 10-year-old child? Is it wrong to marry a 10-year-old
That
child?
is terrible. No, that's what I was saying. Like, bro. hell no,
Okay,
like,
so
we
is it a
don't do that.
right now?
In some
there's
states, you
nothing-
can still marry off your children.
Listen, remember, Cheryl.
No, listen.
Please.
No, listen, bro.
I'm slow.
We're using-
Yes,
listen.
Google it.
No,
What
I don't
state-
care what anything. I'm
We're
telling you.
using the word.
I'm telling you what it is.
His point is
The
a
right
right
has
is
multiple
determined.
meanings. No. Look.
I know.
Right has multiple meanings. The same way light has multiple meanings. You can't just say light means light because light is light because light is light.
That's right.
Right means right because it also sounds like the word right. Like right-handed. It's not a right-handed or left-handed. Right is a different terminology than right, like moral right.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You're right. That's all you had to
I'm
say.
just okay.
They just don't fall under moral. They fall under
This is-
legal
Right and rights are different.
Legal entitlements too. Like you're legally entitled to seek an abortion. It's
I
your
have the right.
So rights mean moral. Yes, they do.
So is it right or wrong?
Rights are different from right.
Expert's definition.
Just because it's your right don't mean it's right.
And I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Listen. All I'm saying is your rights are predicated around kind of like life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. right?
Yes.
These are your inalienable rights. Okay. So what I'm saying is that's how life should be. It's like the right way. And all I'm saying is this word, it can be, but I'm saying that rights normally reflect the consciousness of a society and say that this is what each person should have to like live rightly. Like this is the way life should be. And that's why you're calling it a right. It can be changed when the consciousness of a society changes.
Or the continent.
So does it make it right?
Yes, rights change.
So does that make it right? Or because you said if it says right, then it's wrong.
But it reflects the greater consciousness.
I know, but what I'm
of the
asking you,
people.
because I'm asking you that if it is a right, does that mean it's right? I'm asking you, is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay, well we ain't arguing then because I ain't got nothing else to say.
You're saying life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And at the time that
I got distracted. I don't even know what my answer was just now that I said it. I forgot.
But
Okay.
I want to tell you guys this. My granddaughter did do a paper on child marriages, and it is absolutely legal in Ohio. Not last year, not 20 years ago, today.
Oh, a 10-year-old child. Well,
You know what? You did say 10, so I'm not sure if they put an age on it now. I know that there was some legislation
absolutely
pushing
an age
to
on
have
it.
an age on it. But guys,
It's an
think about
age
the
on
age
it.
was
Come
around
on,
12.
child.
It is 12. The age was around 12.
Okay, all right, it might be.
So that's okay.
No,
That's right.
No, it's not. It's not right. And I think that if
And
more
I still
people,
said I have the right to marry her. Her parents gave me permission. I have the right. And then the people on the other side of the formula said, you are violating her rights as an individual person.
Right.
Not to marry someone that she's too young to even make the decision.
Exactly.
Child marriages. Look it up. Child marriages.
Exactly. And I think that, and what I think is, this might be it might be a buried concept.
That's a good point.
And there might be a buried concept that people don't know about. But if this particular thing was to come up and the consciousness of the society could judge it, we would strike it down and say, no, this is not a right. It should not be a right because it's not righteous almost.
I think it's all about how they present it to the society.
I think it's how they present.
What is righteous?
Because I think this, if child marriages,
What's righteous to me?
I think this though, there would never be a child marriage.
It's not
if
righteous.
The boy was being forced to marry the girl.
Well, you might not be able to say what righteous.
It
Hold
wouldn't
on.
happen.
I think you can say what righteous is not though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not righteous to be like sleeping or taking a 12-year-old child as your wife. Like, I don't think that.
So either.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so when I'm using the word righteous, I'm just kind of like giving the base, the root word.
That in particular is not a righteous behavior.
Right.
But I do hold what's righteous close to my chest because a lot of people think they can go around and tell people what is righteous and what is not until they come to their door.
Yeah, that's true.
All bets are off then.
That's true. That's absolutely true. And that's the realest point right there. That's a headshot point. I can say all this shit that I want to, but when the right situation approaches me and I know that it's there for an option, I can't say that I wouldn't use it.
But wouldn't it be crazy if we took that option from you?
No, it would make me have to. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
It would make you.
You can survive without it. No, it's not. No, it's not. You can.
If we took that right from you.
No, you're dragging it. You are trying to make something. It's not though. It's in some situations it is, but if I didn't like in the situation that I was just describing, to say like, man, I felt like I had to. Who knows why the fuck I think I have to?
Yeah,
you could not want to face your significant other and tell them that you was cheating. I got to. No, the fuck you don't. I mean, if we really like, so from you guys' angle where you say, embryo is not a life. That's not a life. When I say that it is, right? And so me exercising an abortion, that's like. I just look at it all for myself and anybody else that does it included is serious.
Let me ask you a question. So how come at 2 weeks, the baby is a baby. But if it take 8 weeks to grow a watermelon, at 2 weeks, the watermelon ain't a watermelon.
I don't know. That's a good question. I just
'Cause
feel
it's all
differently
about-
about it.
Okay. That's
I know what you
respectful.
mean. I mean,
I get what
I'm
you're
not
saying.
really arguing with you about life because, like I said, I experienced 4 pregnancies myself, and from the moment I knew it, I valued it. That was me and my husband's offspring. That was our we gonna change this world people. And so I mean I love my kids. I got 10 grandkids, but I still would never stand in the way of any woman who does not want to make that choice for herself. I would never force her.
Hey, is there anybody who has, out of all of us though, all of us, is there anybody who has ever doubted you or told you that they didn't think that you was going to, your business wouldn't be good or something? Just anybody doubted you before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I done think real far back.
Huh?
I think real far back.
But yeah, somebody did.
Man, I told you about that old lady.
Have your parents ever doubted you?
Nah, not for real.
No.
Yeah, I've been doubted my whole life by both sides of my family.
What about if your parent doubts you before you was even born?
It ain't
You
about.
think that's happened before?
You can't have a unborn person.
I don't think so.
You definitely
You
had
doubt what? You doubt what?
You could definitely have doubt for an unborn person.
Maybe y'all at 2 weeks.
Listen.
Hold on.
No.
At 2 weeks pregnant. I'm
doubt.
What am I doubting? You're not even nothing's
I
there.
get that one.
You are the best.
Nothing's there.
Don't say 2 weeks pregnant. You can't have an abortion at 2 weeks.
Let me tell
You
you.
can't have an abortion at 2 weeks.
Hold on for a
I got
second.
one.
Hold on for 1 second.
I want a scenario.
I have 3 kids. Could have had 4.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
I missed my period. Dang, I'm pregnant. Went to the doctor, did a pregnancy test. I took a pregnancy test. I had the baby. I'm sorry.
You was pregnant, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So about 2 weeks later, I had a period. So I went back to the doctor, and they were like, you miscarried the embryo.
Mm-hmm.
You thought I was sad about that? I was like, dang, because I wanted 4 kids.
Yeah.
But if I would have felt my baby moving, then that to me was me being pregnant.
Somebody could, but that's because you all. Okay, go ahead, Peanut. But
No, for real, I
but you already had
did.
your kids.
No,
Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me hear what Peanut got. Okay, all right. You're right. Please let me hear Peanut. Let me hear Peanut. Go ahead.
All right.
Hold on.
So like y'all didn't say before, like no one has ever said nothing down on a baby that's not born yet, right?
Yes.
No,
She said nobody has doubted. She said people don't doubt unborn babies. Just
Yeah, some people don't. We didn't say no one.
okay, just see.
All right,
Hold on, let's hear. You said what?
Yeah, clarify.
I thought you was asking me about my individual self.
Yeah.
I want to hear his
I don't
point.
know what other people think when they y'all just don't know how it is when a woman gets a surprise pregnancy.
Yeah.
They carry full term and love it and everything, but you don't know how that surprise.
That's true. That is absolutely true.
Have a parent ever doubted their baby before they were born?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you, look, I'm gonna tell you as an observer, we've all seen before. Have you ever seen a pregnant lady smoking?
Yeah.
And did you look at that as a negative aspect towards that baby and that mother?
I did.
Yes.
I did.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. She's about 6 or 7 months pregnant. She's smoking. I looked up and said, oh, is she drinking?
Wait, let him finish. Is that your point?
Oh.
So
We play 2-man game right now.
the doubt, are you looking at the woman as smoking, right? Who does the smoking affect?
Both parties.
Who is both?
She said 6 weeks, 6 months pregnant.
What about day 1, day 2?
No, we're going away from the point.
No.
Please, just keep it concise. No, because we're off track.
Hell, that's right.
When you see her, okay, but when you see she's pregnant and she's smoking, and who is the smoke affecting?
Both of them.
The woman and the baby. And if the baby, if the smoke is affecting the baby, you have a concern, and the concern is
I feel like this way out to be stupid.
a doubt.
I feel like this way out to be stupid.
No,
It is.
He's saying that. Well, he's just doing an illustration. He's giving you an illustration on why you doubt children.
Individual. Individual, not other people.
Y'all still feel like that lady would have an ability to go get an abortion, but be feeling bad while the lady smoking cigarettes.
No.
Oh, my point was parents doubt unborn kids. Even you. Your parent doubted you.
I agree, Ida.
Let me just get to the meat.
She said she don't think anybody who was showing should be able to get an abortion.
You agreed on that from the very beginning.
Right,
we did.
right, okay. Right.
It's just that you want your line to be a conception, and I'm saying draw it out.
What about a smaller baby that's of the same age as the showing baby, though? Just because it's not as big, we should kill it, or is that
No, because you're showing.
It's like she's doing something.
But I mean, how is showing? Seriously, though, think about what you're saying. Showing is a measurement of whether we should do an abortion or not. You know that's.
It don't have a stomach. It's not smiling already. It's not.
But what about a premature baby, though?
A premature
That's not
baby
big.
still could do those things.
I know, but it won't show. It won't.
No, that's not true.
Bro, I watched those. I didn't know I was
If you
pregnant
show,
shows
I don't
all the
know,
time.
bro.
And we're like, well, lady carry baby full term, didn't know she was even pregnant.
I don't know
at
why
all.
y'all saying all this. What's your point?
The point is, you saying
No,
you
I
shouldn't
wanna
have a
know.
baby.
I
You shouldn't
wanna
have
know.
an abortion if you're showing.
No, listen. First of all, she's just saying this in this particular part of the
Nah,
conversation.
that's in the world.
In this particular,
I
part
don't
of
even.
this
I can't remember how we got here. But
We
I
have
do
so
know.
many
Can I
different
make my
opinions about
point?
abortion.
Can I make my point? My point.
I don't know
We
what
went a
you're
long way.
And I'm
But
confused.
listen. So we just talked about we talked about doubting. Doubting children. So I'm just saying it is possible that your parents doubted you. Even while she was pregnant with you, but look, you are a great person. So is it really up to somebody to make a decision on whether you should live or die based on their own doubts?
Come on, Alva.
That's right. She's not.
That's what I think.
That's right.
Two people that create
That's
it.
right. That's right. That's right. That is no. It's not because you're not doubting your kid. I'm doubting my ability to take
do what?
care of a kid. I'm doubting
To take care
my
of the
ability
kid.
to want a kid. I'm saying to you, and
drop
how about,
off.
hold on for a second. How about this? I'm telling you, you've never been pregnant, so you don't even know what it's like to carry a child. So you can't even.
That's right.
No,
So
That's
you
right.
can, so I'm telling you,
You're right.
I'm
You're
telling
right.
you, for me to have to do this.
We be pregnant when they pregnant. We
Nah, no, we
You
not.
better
No, we
shut
not.
up. He trying to. I ain't even going.
Yeah, he trolling me.
He
now.
I'm not doing that. I didn't try it.
I think it's cute
Yeah.
and cuddly.
Yeah. I can take off time.
That's right.
Look, I can take off time for work and get paid for. On my
Well,
pregnancy.
let's ask a
Yeah,
question.
what's wrong with that?
Would you want the man to share like responsibilities of the pregnancy if you could like let him? I'm just asking you. I'm asking you. Would you want to?
I think the man should be.
Because y'all want the man to be a
This is
part of
what
it
I
so
want.
much. So what do you
No,
want?
this is what I
Tell
want.
me what you want.
Pass the ball.
This is what I want. I want for me to be able to make decisions about what I want to do with my body. That's what I want.
And your baby's body.
My body.
Does anything come
It's not-
out when
it's
an
not my baby's
abortion
body.
is? Well, is there sometimes that actual physical material comes out? Any biology coming out when a woman is having an abortion, or it's just a?
Oh, it does.
Does it?
Just
I've
like
heard that.
biology comes
Is
out
it-
when
is it-
we're on our period.
You know?
But why do we have? Why do we have to?
Because that's what it is. That's what's coming out. All
This
that
is
is
a
coming
Bible.
out.
This is a.
It is. That's what it is.
How we supposed to know that?
We know because we're women. It's the same stuff that's coming
It's
out.
not the same stuff.
Okay.
It's not the same stuff. It's not that, or
It's not-
then every period is an
that-
abortion. Then.
Oh my God!
It's-
Here we go.
Well, I mean, come on, you minimizing
Okay,
it and telling me that it's the same stuff. Well, then why is it not every period is a pregnancy if it's the same stuff? So it's not the same stuff. It's not the same stuff.
It's still the same cell base. It's
The
still
cell.
that-
But it's does Okay.
The
all right.
point is,
but
is
we're
that-
all everything. Everybody's everything. We're all made of the same material. I'm a salt. I'm salt.
know
I'm
what causes the
iron.
period?
I'm salt. I'm iron. I'm everything
Do
on
you
the
know what
periodic
causes?
table.
Do you know what causes the period?
So the egg is the chicken.
Do you know what causes the period?
The egg is the chicken there.
You guys,
It's the
listen.
egg and chicken.
It's made of the same thing, but it is not the same thing.
It's the egg and chicken.
Me and Beanut are made of the exact same stuff.
We'll give you.
I'll
Yeah.
give you that because shit, I had a good thing going. Here come your sperm. It's not the same thing. But come on now, we're stretching it here a little bit, y'all.
No, I'm bringing y'all back to not. I'm bringing you guys back to not miseducate the viewers of this.
I'm
That's
frying
what
egg.
I'm
I'm
doing.
not frying the chicken. I'm frying this
And I
egg.
want you to govern your own bodies. I know we're talking to viewers. Please govern your own bodies.
I thought we having a casual conversation.
Oh, no.
Do something, and please don't stand in front of the door and try to prevent me from doing something.
So listen.
That's what's called rights right there. We're gonna talk about rights. Those are rights.
So-
You got the right not to do it. I got the right to. What an amazing law.
When a right. Hold on. So I was explaining rights to you guys. I'm explaining rights.
If what? If people would what?
If they would just get out of their morals, we could have this beautiful law, Linda, that if you ever decided, if one woman decided to keep her child, she could. And if one woman decided that this is not the time or the right thing for me, she could. It's a win-win. That's why I don't understand the dilemma. The dilemma comes when somebody else tries to project their morals onto you. Do that with you and your woman. Don't do that. Don't do that with the other 30 million women. Don't do that with us.
And the only thing that you never mention is the baby. She never mentioned the baby.
You're the one. You determine when it's a baby, right?
Of course, I don't say.
I thought
No.
you did.
I mean, I do, but we should have a
That was the whole
consensus on when is it a baby. And so let's do this right now. None of us. Hold on.
You said what?
Listen, nobody. Oh, you did that,
I'm getting my abortion.
man. I'm trying to say. Hold on. Let's run a trial right now. An experiment.
All right.
We're running an experiment. I want you guys to tell me. And see, I don't want y'all to don't cheat. And if you cheat, you know in your heart you're wrong in the argument. So I don't even got to prove it. You're wrong in your heart is
Just
good enough
go
for
ahead.
me. Okay. All right. So listen, when does life start? I'm going to ask each one, each and everybody. We're going to get an average. Go ahead.
In my opinion, life starts when you hear the heartbeat. Now, I have 3 different children, and I heard the heartbeat at 3
when
different
you
weeks.
hear the heartbeat or when the heart is beating, do you have to hear the heartbeat?
Why wouldn't you hear? So if you don't,
But hearing the heartbeat might be different than the heart beating. So does there need to be a heartbeat?
for me, it needs to be a heartbeat for me to think.
Needs to be a heartbeat. Okay, that's 6 weeks at the highest amount. 6 weeks. I gave you the most. Some said 3 weeks. Some said 4.
Oh, did
some
you not?
said-
Go ahead.
Did I know what the heartbeat?
He did.
Okay, there we go. Beanut.
With me, it's
When is it immoral? Not.
You didn't ask that. That wasn't your question.
What is the question? What is the question? What's the question? What is the
When does
question?
life start?
Oh, when does life start? When does life start? No. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, because I'm already on point. Go ahead.
well, for me, it's that consciousness. Like when I'm conscious of it,
When you're conscious that the baby is forming,
that she's pregnant.
that she's pregnant, that's life. Okay, say less. So that's immediately.
Man, listen, I'm real early in the game. Like the moment she tell me like she missed her period, I'm already start thinking about, man, how I got my diapers. I'm already in dad mode.
Okay.
I'm already in dad mode.
Okay. And are at any of this time for you two bros, are y'all thinking of this in any other way than a baby?
Nah,
Is it a baby in your mind?
Baby for me.
it's a baby.
Is it when you first find out you're pregnant, is it a baby for you or do you think of it as cells? A cluster.
baby.
You do, don't you? And then how about you? When they told you that you were pregnant with your 4 children, were they babies immediately?
I knew it was a baby.
Okay.
I knew without
Okay.
a shadow of a doubt.
All right. So as soon as you know that you're
Hold on.
pregnant, it's a baby. So don't tell me that it's not a baby when a woman is killing it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, here we go. Well, you need
I don't even know. But is that right? What are we
No,
talking
you're
about?
wrong.
Code switching.
You are you're
saying y'all saying it when life starts.
you're giving false equivalencies. Your arguments are not valid. Or that's not this argument is not.
What if life? We're saying if when life starts, and then if you have an abortion at that point, you don't think that's killing a baby?
Hold on. The point is, everybody has a different opinion about when life begins. So how can one law determine it?
Because you have to go among the whole.
Hold on. Say that again, Ida. Hold on. Say that again, because
individual people. You can't even get a data point off of that. And each of those people.
Oh well, no. This is what my okay. I remember we was doing an experiment. Hold on. My bad. I remember why I was asking that question because we're doing an experiment. So now I want to look at. I wanted to get an average. You said 6 weeks, but we all said immediately, so that could be.
I'm like 15 minutes.
So whenever.
You know what this is?
So we're gonna see.
This is a perfect example as to why men should not be. Hold on, this is a perfect example as to why men shouldn't be determining what we do with our bodies. Because y'all get to determine what life is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it does. If we
I can say I missed my period, and I'm not even pregnant. And guess what? You was thinking about nothing being a baby.
We got to take
And that's when
I said that's a baby.
I said when I missed my period, you like I'm pregnant. I go to the doctor. I never was pregnant. So you just thinking that it was a baby, wasn't even there.
What's wrong with that?
I'm saying that's why we can't determine when life begins.
We still got to take care of the baby after they come out. Y'all act like
you're talking. I don't know why you're saying that right now. That has nothing to do with what I just said.
Okay, well,
you're right about that, and I love that you're saying that your obligation and your responsibility is going to start then. But it'll start then until you put that baby in your hands. All the responsibility is mine. To the prenatal care, to nurture it, to keep myself healthy. I give up all my vices. You can continue with yours, etc., etc. And I'm glad. And I'm telling y'all this. I was happy to host 4 lives. Happy. All my children were born healthy. I was happy about that. I knew it was a blessing. I am still stuck on. I will not stand in front of another woman's way.
What if a man wants the baby? What?
I would not let my moral or lack of morals dictate what she can and cannot do with her body and with her life.
What if the man wants the baby and
live in life, baby?
Okay. What if the man wants the baby and she don't want the baby?
Okay, what if I don't want kids and you ejaculating in me? Should I make you get a vasectomy?
You still make a
Should I be able to make you get a vasectomy?
You still make them pay child support.
I can't.
Cap.
So why can you control what I'm doing?
Cap.
I can't make you get a vasectomy. You gonna leave me and go.
I'm not telling you to never stop having babies again. That's the wrong equivalency. Like that, let me tell you right now, you gonna get your tubes tied.
It will. So
that's the wrong. That's a false equivalent.
So what if I tell you to pull it out and you won't ever? And then I'll get pregnant. I got to keep this kid you want, and I
my body, my choice.
Okay, thank you. Point made.
Oh, hold up. Hey.
Yep.
All right, but just hold on, you guys. Just in case. Sometimes we think things and we really don't know. All right. So I just want to line you up and tell you what you think.
He gonna tell us what we think.
Yes.
That's the abortion stuff.
Earliest.
That's what it's all about.
Controlling people's body.
What?
What's the new thing that y'all say?
The earliest.
Miss me on that.
Okay. So you guys refute certain stuff by just saying because I want to give you this. A lot of people say you should not be aborting a child at 7 months, right? Is that too late?
Yeah.
Why is it too late?
Because you can have a vital baby at 7 months.
Mm-hmm. And then, but is it because, so what, you can have a baby, but is it because it's a life at that point?
I say it's because you can have a baby or vital.
Is it a life?
That's what I'm saying, because it would be a baby at 7 months.
All right, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you will, but is it a life? Is it a life?
Yes. I'm telling you, I believe it's a life, because if I had the baby early, it could live at 7 weeks. It has fingers, it has toes, it has a mouth, it is a baby.
You mean 7 months?
Yeah, 7 months, I'm sorry. But if I
had
miscarriage.
What about if she did mean 7 weeks? Though?
I didn't.
7 weeks is all right, but you didn't. But you don't mean 7 weeks. 7 weeks.
I mean 7 months. I mean 7 months because it has fingers, toes. Like I said, when I
How
lost
early-
that baby, I didn't
How,
understand.
do you know that you can't have an abortion until the baby's heart is beating?
It didn't even. No, I didn't know that.
What about a plan B?
That's not a baby. That's stopping the egg, sperm from meeting the egg.
No, I'm only refusing what he said in a certain respect. I was saying was
It's not considered an abortion until the heart's beating? Is that
No.
what you're saying?
No.
What do you mean?
It's not considered an
Let me tell you. It, and what I'm saying is not an exact science, but it's well, just rock with me. Listen up.
Okay.
I'm telling you as how God would have it. God does this to me all the time. He makes me do the wrong thing at least twice to like give me some grace for me to just do it anyway to make sure I'm wrong. And this is what this is. You can't have an abortion in most cases before 4 weeks. And the other data that we read says that the baby's heart starts beating about 4 weeks. As consciousness to you to shake you and say, it's a life that you're killing. You're not even allowed to go in when the baby is 2 weeks and have an abortion. You won't even know. This is just how early can you get an abortion? The earliest.
Maybe that's at that family planning center.
All right.
How you know that
I'm telling you
applies
for
everywhere?
the most part, though. For the
How
most
do you know
part,
that
sis.
though, Ahaba?
Because
That's what I'm asking.
because I just looked at 3 different websites. I'll go to the next. I'll go back to the ones. Look, I'm gonna hit the back arrow key. This is the first website that I went to. Okay. Now I'm on this, right? I went back to my Google search.
put in the U.S.
Hold on, nah. Hold on, where is that?
So y'all telling me y'all ain't never heard a girl miss her period and go get an abortion?
Oh.
I
Yes.
missed my period. So
Yes.
So you're saying if I miss my period, I have to be 4 weeks along?
You don't have to, but the normality of it. I'm not telling you that this is a perfect like marriage, but what I'm saying is, in general, you don't get abortions till about 4 weeks, and that's in general when the heart starts beating. And there's no reason to fight against that. Like that's just a fact.
Okay, that's not fight. But I have criteria. Let you know when it's my turn.
It's your turn. Go ahead.
Okay. Different healthcare providers have different criteria. Some will provide abortions as soon as a woman has tested positive for pregnancy. So start it out. Quit the games.
That's true.
That's not true. Use real data.
It's
And
not,
please,
man.
please. No,
Most women don't even know they're pregnant until they're 4 weeks. What are we
That's
talking?
true.
Y'all just said that earlier. I asked you guys,
I said
when
after
do
you
you
miss
know?
your period.
She said she would know quick within 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. But she determined that to be quick to find out. So if that's quick, when is the normal amount of time?
I really, when you say what's the normal amount of time, I think it's what you're saying. I think they said other providers may want to wait until the 5th or 6th week of pregnancy, which is the 1st or 2nd week after missed period.
And the heart is beating around that
She
time.
really missed her cycle before she really starts to worry. So once again, we're back to it's different times and different things for different people, and different providers have different criteria. So when we start trying to put all of this in one little bowl collectively, it's not going to work. And I wanted to tell you this as well. God speaks to me quite often too, and He let me know, Ida, all my children are evenly yoked. Everybody don't know what you know.
Yeah.
So since we're talking about God.
No, I mean I'm not denying it.
People bring up, it's a use of our Father to me.
No, I mean the Most High.
We only use it to benefit us.
No, I don't. I don't do that. I don't do that. I
You
give.
don't.
I'm not doing that.
Listen to that.
What she said?
Can an atheist have an abortion whenever they want because it's not a moral issue for them?
That's what I was trying to say.
I understand what you're saying, but it's not. It's up to
'Cause
you. It's up to
It's up to
you.
the family, because at the end of the day, the family, these two people that created this person is gonna miss this person the most. So if these two people don't want this person, then no one else cares about this person but those two people at that point.
That's true.
That kind of hard.
You know what I'm saying?
If you never knew I was pregnant,
Right.
then how you
Hard,
morally?
be like,
Like
Here, bro, take that point.
To kill a child because you're the only one that knows about them?
If
No,
they
the
are
point
people dealing
is,
with it,
the
like,
point is this: if me
are
and
you
him,
crying for aborted babies every night?
No, you're not.
Are you? No. Be honest. You're not. Are you crying for even the
I
babies
don't
that
know.
wasn't
I don't
aborted? that
know.
just
I don't
died at
know.
2,
I
3,
don't.
4,
I
5
don't.
years
I don't
old?
know the ripple effect from that vibration and what I consider to be like low energy, and it's happening all around. And I think that stuff could creep in and manifest our attitudes and how we're desensitized to things. Just think about how we feel about something that could even possibly be killing. Like we're arguing back and forth whether it's murder or not and this and that. But I just think I think that doing that, could have an
Hold on for
effect
a second.
on us.
Here's the
day to
thing:
day.
me and you are arguing about murder. You and I are arguing about you telling somebody what to do with their body and their rights. She's not talking about.
And I would
Yeah.
say all of y'all are
I'm
hypocrites.
in both.
She is.
on the
And
issue.
listen, I would say all.
Yeah, she's talking about the issue.
And look,
I'm arguing about should we put in our legislators' hands the right to make those kind of determinations for individual citizens, particularly given their record, their current record. Should we give them? We shouldn't even let those guys cross the street.
Specifically them, no. Specifically them, no. But in a good country, yes, it should be the law. Absolutely. Peanut got something. Hold on, let me hear my
listen,
bro.
man, like all this killing and stuff like that, man. Like there are other places where killing people are actually legal, such as executioners. So we doing this moral high ground stuff. Where do we stop people that are legally killing people?
I don't know, man. I mean, the electric
They're
chair
legally killing people.
elite. That's wrong. I don't care about saying something is wrong. What do you mean? We should be talking about that on this
I'm
podcast
not
today?
saying, no.
Hold on. Go ahead, Ida. Go say this because you talked about this the other day.
I agree with him. I don't want to get too far off the rail because he know that view. He already been there a few times. So I'm just gonna say,
What up with some of y'all here?
conversation, but you are so right. And it's not just other people in other countries. We have no idea what we engage in, and we really don't want to know.
In America.
We let things go because we really don't want to know. I'm just going back to what I said. I
Right.
think some rights belong to individual citizens. That's what the Bill of Rights was all about. And some rights belong to the government, and some rights belong to the local government. And I just don't want to turn these kind of rights over to local. And see, think about Roe v. Roe. See how they skated that job? Because they pushed it back to the states. They kicked the can down the road because they didn't want to make the decision. So I don't know. I think we are back to where we were. I just don't want to surrender those kind of rights.
Who's the main people that's voting to have this law stand?
Like the Christian faith people.
Supposedly
like,
Christian.
They're the church.
I'm saying no, but like,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
who do you
Well, I
like?
get
Who do
that,
we
church.
really think? Because who is the majority of the voters? Is it white men or white women?
I actually think
It varies
I'm not quite sure,
from
but I do think it's white
place to
women,
place.
and that's why I told Linda it's not just men who push say no to abortion. It's women,
Yeah.
and I respect their rights to feel that way until they get in my face and block the door from me or mine.
Do you think
Then
any?
I'll
Do you
bet
think?
you have just surrendered your rights to me? You have just surrendered it. Go, be gone. Go back to your house.
All right. So what is the point in them voting to make abortion illegal? Like I'm saying, like put yourself in their shoes.
To ban abortion?
Yeah.
Because
all
you
right.
know,
Tell me why.
the point is, the last census, black and brown people were growing at exponential rates. So now we see that this is about to be a black and brown country. That's not what we want.
And let all the migrants in.
We don't want that. So now we're going to ban abortion.
But
to
is
make
that going to
sure
work in their favor?
It'll prolong it.
How?
Because there'd be more of them.
How?
Why wouldn't it work in their
Because
favor?
it would also be stopping black people from procreating, and they do it at a higher procreation rate than white people.
Oh
So
my
it's just,
God.
you don't think so? I don't know. It just seems like there's more black. So hold on. Well, what? Black people multiply like, ain't it like 4 to 1 white person?
About who our people are and what we do.
But our gift, is to be more.
I don't get what you're saying. What did you say? I didn't get what he said. Can you go back?
I think that black people are having more children than white people.
Agreed.
So, do we all agree with that?
That's why we're saying the census multiplied. So, hold on for. If in fact that is true,
who's multiplying? I'm asking y'all's opinion.
Now we having more babies than anybody. Which side of the fence are you on?
I'm saying this, Ida. Hold on.
Both.
What I'm saying
it is
Ida,
both.
according to the last census, if we're growing at exponential rates, right? You're saying how would it benefit white folks to ban abortions because we're having more of them?
Yeah, I'm just at
Well, that's
basically.
because that's not true.
So more white people are having babies.
Yes.
Okay.
No, having abortions.
They're having abortions. Okay, they might be. They
have to. If we're hold on for a sec. If we are in fact, do you?
I disagree with you saying that they're having. I disagree with saying that they're having more
I know you
abortions.
Do.
But I'm saying even if they are.
No, wait. Mm-hmm. Are we the minority? Like, is it less black people in this country than white?
That's kind of.
Is there? I think I see more white people.
Okay, so if there are more white people in this country and we're having more abortions, how can we grow quicker than them? How are we growing in the census then?
Just like pound for pound.
I don't understand what that means.
So that's still not true.
So
I don't understand what pound for pound means.
So
like we were growing at.
It is. That's all you gotta do.
Just like we 13%, and we're growing at a 10%.
Like we're catching them. And when you think about interracial marriages, children that are being born biracial, and the birth rate of black people, brown people, and everybody else, I just say black people. I think that we are like. The word ain't procreate that I'm looking for, but as we're multiplying, our population is growing faster than white population is.
But let me ask you this though: if in fact we're having
we're having more abortions.
Hold on. If in fact we're having more abortions,
yes,
we're growing. We are because we're having more.
We are.
Hold on, Ava. The infant mortality rate amongst black women is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So we have infant mortality, which means our kids are dying at birth. Mm-hmm. Right?
By the age of 1.
Or by the age of 1. Hold on. We're having more abortions and we still manage to beat them on the census.
I mean, they're participating in having abortions too. They're having
more
kids
than that,
too.
They have to. Statistically.
Right. But
the math ain't mathing if they're not.
Hold on. But listen. So there would be, let's say that we have a black young lady that has 3 kids. All right. And then compared like the average, at least probably 2 kids for an adult black family.
I don't know the average.
Well, we'll look it up. We'll look it up.
But
we'll look it up.
Yeah,
we'll look it up. And then if a white family is only having 1 child, even though it's like 200 million of them having 1 child, by us having 2 children, slowly but surely we're growing faster than them. So yes, they are producing more children overall, but we are growing.
Producing more children overall?
I would just say black people are having more children than white people.
That math was terrible. First of all, we are only 13% of the entire population in America. 13. You know at the rate that we would have to have children to beat that other, what's left out there, y'all?
Well, there's also a death.
Ridiculous.
No,
it's
ridiculous. But this, all I'm saying is the growth. The growth. I don't think you should poo-poo it. What I'm just talking about is just growth and birth rate. I know, it could be more.
I'm saying, but hold on. If we're only 13%, we're having more abortions, and our infant mortality rate is way too high. And I don't understand how that math works.
It don't work.
You guys are not. Look, there's another factor that is played into this number game, which is the Hispanic community that is coming in here at a high clip.
Thank you.
That is what they're worried about. Is that it's not going to be the blacks. If you add the blacks,
they do.
Right.
All the brown people together.
I mean, that's the point.
Way closer to being above them.
the new economic phrase for what's happening in America is called the minority majority.
Yeah.
And that scares the hell out of
Yeah.
white folk.
Right. So that's well. Why would y'all just try to deny the point that I was making for that time?
Which
Like
was
y'all,
what?
y'all denying the fact that our birth rate is catching white people.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So and then if
Brown
they're
together. You
black,
black and brown
just
together.
say black and brown. But even if it wasn't, it would just still black people would still be doing it. Hold on, listen. Plus the abortions, but we'll say black and brown together, just so you guys will just understand. By them saying no more abortions for anybody, how is that helping? I'm trying to figure out how it's helping them.
That's not what they saying.
Hold on. In my opinion, hold on, Ida. In my opinion, it's helping them because if in fact, my facts, not yours, white women are having more abortions than black women,
Okay.
then it's helping them because guess what? You ain't having an abortion. I'm your married white women. Okay? You're my wife. I don't want you to keep aborting my kids. I want the white population to grow.
I'll give you another
That's
factor.
why.
I'll give you another
You get what I'm
factor.
saying?
I'll give you another factor is this.
It's true, Linda. That's a underlying theme, guys, philosophy.
Yes.
I'll give you
For
another. Yeah.
the American Nazi Party. The fear is that not that they're going to be, they think we're going to outpace them. They want their own women. Please believe this if you believe nothing else. They do not spend as much time on things that happen to us.
They don't.
And
Every law that you see that they're really focused on, it is about them. You're just not that important to them.
so I want to add another piece that no one else looking into this as well is that the black population also has a low mortality rate as well, right? Well, you know what I'm saying?
It's lower. It's
Yeah.
one of the
low.
lowest in the
Yeah.
country.
Yeah, and then also the way that the prison system and the judicial system is set up, then it don't matter if you have 100 babies and we're locking up 60% of them.
That's true.
So you have as many babies you want to. Like we're gonna fracture them so when they come back, they have to work in these factories that we own, or you got to work at the car wash where you wash my car. You're nothing but a secondary citizen to us. So we don't really care about you making all these babies that we're going to run through this cycle that's been so successful for all these years. Yeah, have as many black babies you want to.
I believe you.
Living in the
Yeah,
projects with terrible food to eat.
'Cause when you have
terrible
them,
environment,
we
drug
gon-
dealing, rappers in your
Certain place. We're going to lock them up, undereducate them, keep them in poverty,
Yeah.
undernourish them.
Have as many as you want to, my black brother. Have as
They
many as you
don't
want
care.
to.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They're producing more workers, they think. I'm just playing. We
Y'all
going off
think
on a
that?
tangent.
Y'all
So,
think that about black people?
no, they
So we
think
need
that
somebody
about
to
us.
control us.
They think that about us.
I'm saying that
Who
through the
think?
window.
Say what?
You missed the whole thing trying to look up your statistics.
So, no.
Make your point again for him.
I'll qualify that with the crime bill speech, right? That's how they view us. Biden, the way he talked at that point in time, that's how they view us. So that's what you're saying of what they think about the life expectancy of these people. We don't care if we did it to them. We don't care. Like, we've all heard this speech before. So that's what they really think about us. Whether we want to say, man, no matter what, if I work my own
Who
ass
really
off,
thinks
I
like
can
that?
make it.
Who?
Our president right now, Joe
Oh,
Biden.
our president, yeah.
Okay, well,
But who
just multiply
else?
that-
No, America.
multiply that by
America
one
thinks
person
that.
then.
What are y'all talking about?
No, listen,
America
we
thinks
don't
that.
have to go.
We have allowed
He
us
knows
to be
this, man.
mass incarcerated. Correct? As a whole, what does America as a whole think about black folks, including some black folks?
Yeah.
That's the point. So why would they be making laws to stop us?
The top rappers when we grew up, they could come to your high school and speak. You bring Sexy Red to your high school nowadays?
Why would we do that?
My point exactly. Right? So
What is your point?
my point is that they're giving us false people for our mindless people. I'm not saying we're all mindless.
They're not giving it to us. We're taking that. That's
I
what we're
disagree.
doing.
Oh, nah, man.
For our mindless
You can
people.
allow-
That's
you
industry
allow-
plants. It's definitely industry plants. What do you mean?
First of all,
Well,
I didn't even know who Sexy Red was until y'all brought it to my attention.
Okay, I'm just
I-
saying.
So what I'm
I
telling
don't
you
talk
is,
about
you
Sexy
choose what you consume. The government can't make you consume anything.
Well, then, what it look?
Thank you.
Would it wipe
Turn
all of that?
it off.
Wait. wouldn't wipe all of that off the board, no matter what happened to black people, it's all their fault. It's nothing of the government, nothing of no.
No, you can't do that. You're making.
No. You choose your own path. You choose what you
digest. I didn't say that. I said we choose what we consume. So nobody's throwing Sexy Red in my face because I didn't even know who she was until y'all brought her to my attention. But if we're talking about slavery and laws that are against us, you don't have to throw that in my face.
You don't fit the demo for like a Sexy Red.
Well, what I'm telling you is
our kids do.
I don't. Why are you saying that though?
Okay, what I'm saying before is it's all set up by design for us to go through this same type of situation that has locked up so many other people or go through turmoil or go through these hardships or be over-sexualized to the point where you're having kids at an earlier rate to the point you're not even in a proper standing to compete with someone of your same age and likeness on the opposite end of the spectrum.
So you don't think we hold any accountability for that?
I'm telling you right now is that if you are at a young age, such as a point of somebody being 12 years old, is not in the right mind state to be married. Wait,
I agree with that, but we going all over the place.
No, I only do parallels. So if you're not in your right mindset at 12 years old to be married, this person right now can still go to prison for the rest of their life for shooting somebody. So I'm telling you right now, is you can be influenced to be into a sex cult at 12. You also can be influenced to kill somebody or be going down the wrong road at 12. What does that have to do with
Sexy Red coming to
I'm telling you right.
I need to know. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be funny. I really want to know how it connects.
Like I'm talking. Come on.
Being of a state of mind and being so immature at the age 12, that why would you give some child a life sentence for making even the gravest of mistakes, including killing somebody, a life sentence when you were 12 years old and you cannot make a rational decision for yourself?
Well, I know.
He's talking about the influences of society on that 12-year-old mind because he has a mother who really didn't want to be a mother. But went on, became one, and now ain't doing shit for a child.
But on folks. Yeah.
Like that.
I did too. Because I got parents
in the house taking care of them.
I agree. Okay, Ida, we gotta go. I get it. I did until she broke it down. You wouldn't break it down because you thought I was trying to be funny.
Because you be doing that.
I don't. If I'm trying to be funny, you'll know.
I do be knowing.
You didn't know that. All right, I gotta go. Ida. We about
Sexy Red.
Oh no! Don't put that in your brain. Okay. Do not put that.
Ida, hey, before you hang up, just give us one final word. Death of a child is at 6 months.
He's trying to be funny.
Ridiculous. We've been talking a little bit kind of real.
I just messing with you, Ida.
I got my son off at 19.
All right.
I told you. If I had to write, I'm not going to vote against it, but if I had to write it on a paper, are you for or against abortion? I would write against.
Yeah.
But what I will not do is make that vote for the millions and millions and millions of my sisters who get caught up. So I'm telling you, for me, I told you I got 4 kids. I got 10 grandkids. I'm asking my other son, when you go, I told him I'll have 2, some of them went over. I said, when you go get your second one? You know who I'm talking about, Linda.
Yeah.
And I love them. I love them to death. And I think one of the ways that we can improve ourselves as a community and as a race is by raising amazing children.
Yes.
And that takes 2. It takes 2 to tango, baby. It takes 2. Even if the father's not in the home, y'all, he don't have to be there.
I
mean, amazing influence on his
Bro,
kids' lives.
I just thought of the funniest thing.
What?
I
gotta hear it.
Thank you for letting me talk. I love you around my mouth.
Hold on. Here you go. Hold on. This is my last one.
I don't know if I should let him even talk.
Yeah, come on.
Well, what about if there was a kid and a parent having an honest conversation and they have been struggling and just like really hard, homeless.
Yeah.
And the parent looks at the child and say, I wish I would have had an abortion. I wish I would have aborted you. Do you think that would be mean to say?
Of course.
I do. But do you know that has been said to children?
It has.
Okay. Why would it be? Why would it be mean? Why would that be mean?
Do you think if a child says, you don't even love me, you don't take care of me, you should have just aborted me? Is that mean? For the child to say that to the parent?
Work it, Linda.
Because kids have said that too.
It was good, but it doesn't fit quite. But no,
I think what I'm saying, like the child, I don't know.
I'm saying, why would it be? Why would it be mean for it? Why would it be mean That's the only thing that I'm asking. Why would it be me?
You would hurt that child's feelings.
Because the child doesn't have the capability to understand.
Because it would say that the parent thinks that this child isn't even worthy of life.
No,
Just because they're in a fucked up situation right now.
I don't think so.
I
I think
wish
the
I
child.
would've- I wish I
I
would've
think the
killed.
mother is saying, "I shouldn't have brought you into this world because I knew I couldn't take care of you.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have made you have this life of turmoil."
Right.
What about adoption? No one ever spoke about adoption.
You're not carrying the kid. Once again, you're not carrying the kid. So how can you make me?
But where's the responsibility?
For real.
When does a woman ever have to say, I'm responsible for having
Sister is the mother of two adopted girls.
I mean, but damn, an abortion is a tough procedure, though. I ain't gonna even lie.
And those girls are amazing young ladies now.
B.
So I'm all about
Go ahead.
but not to the point that this is the only alternative for unexpected or unwanted pregnancy. I will not even entertain that. I'm sorry.
And the last thing I want to say is this: is also if they do pass this law, man, it's really gonna be scary because women are still gonna have abortions, whether it's gonna be humane or not. Like you got to think about that.
He came to the game late.
To him. To him. Because you got to understand human nature. Once you open Pandora's box, ain't no closing it back.
They ain't gonna have it no matter what. I'm talking about.
If what now?
So women going to DR to get their bodies done. You gonna see them going to third world countries to have abortion. You gonna see them using hangers, see them falling downstairs.
They did that before.
Absolutely.
You see, no, I hope you ain't joking. So that's exactly what's
I'm
going to
dead
happen.
serious.
But we're going to always have states liberal enough if we can just get them across the border to the states. And
But that-
pay my money into that,
You
y'all.
get underground
But hey,
Underground railroad for pregnant.
hey, but let me ask you this though.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I gotta go for real. Thank you.
All
I
right.
gotta pick up
All
my
right,
kid.
sis. Okay.
Love you too. Say bye to y'all.
Bye, Ida. Thank you.
Bye,
The
Ida.
best.
All right, bye.
Underground railroad for pregnancies is crazy.
But you know what though, bro?
That is what's happening though.
What?
Before abortion was legal, before Roe versus Wade, that's what was
Do
happening.
you think that any percentage of women will stop having recreational, or men too, men for
Well,
that
the
matter?
problem is.
Would that affect
The
it?
problem is, let me say this on the mic.
Niggas
The
ain't gonna
problem is, sex is so good.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Hard to say. Get it?
I'm not
That's
gonna do this
fucked up.
recreationally. I'm only gonna.
it.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
responsible. It's so hard, and then when you mix in, then when you mix in alcohol and other things,
What you mean?
and you think you're gonna make conscious decisions about naturally wanting somebody, like God made us to naturally want and want to pounce on each other. So
and
you
Drake
think,
came out? What you mean?
like I'm gonna be
saying, well,
consciously thinking. That's the problem. We don't.
I mean,
we don't
what you saying,
consciously
women are
think.
gonna go and have backyard abortions.
It's happening.
And
Pound town.
so I'm
Pound
saying,
town.
what would be easier to do? Stop having sex or throw yourself down a flight of steps to kill a baby?
Really?
I'm asking.
Didn't you get mad when we did them extremes? Your last couple
It's
points
not.
been
Y'all
extreme.
trying to say.
It was my fault. I brought it back to the street.
He said that. I didn't say
I
that.
did.
He said that they was going to be going to do a bunch of stuff. So I was just asking.
They were going to be getting abortions.
Do you
and
think some of the
They
stuff?
were no
Do you
matter
think?
what.
Do you think that any women will recognize how important sex is and then stop doing it
You mean
until
any-
they are ready to not have a child for sure, but just like in a situation where having a child would be
I think
not
that,
so like burdensome that they want to have an abortion?
I think they will if this causes men to do the same thing. And I say that because it does in fact take two to tango. So if you say men are like, no, I'm making conscious decisions.
Give me free
I'm
vasectomies,
not.
I'm down.
No, I'm not. Me and you about to get it in. We might have a kid. I ain't on this abortion stuff. Yes, then I would think twice. But if both of us, or if I think twice and you don't, then I could convince you. But if we're not on the same page, sex is so good, we're gonna be tempted. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm
know.
trying to say?
Yes, I
So
know
if
that.
if I say, babe, we don't want another kid, we should be thinking about this. It might not be the right time. Then you might back off. If you say, babe, that we might not, but if both of us are on the same page, both of us are saying it, yes. But if one of us are saying it, no, I don't think it's gonna work. Cause I'm gonna tempt you and you gonna tempt me. There you go, bro. You're gonna be like, oh, it's okay, it's all right.
Yeah, but
So I think if we get on the same page, and that's like an anomaly. Like
Oh,
when
what's
did
the
that
bar?
happen?
People need to get on the same page, not the same bed. How about that?
That ain't never gonna happen. Cause we gonna get it in to the end of. But listen, people
First God cast
people
we all
have
that's where we
people
live.
have the one thing you can't stop people from doing is having sex. Poor people, rich people, heroin addicts, drug addicts,
Locked
it don't
up,
matter.
locked up,
Locked
locked
up.
up.
They're gonna find a way to get it
I'll
off.
find a way.
Hello? No, I'm going.
Uh-oh.
Let me see. Y'all got me late. No, I'm just fine.
Oh, not see.